Well, hello! You're most welcome back to the GMODISM channel. This is your host, Eric, the Lord High Admiral of the Army of GMODISM and Ecclesiarch of the GMODISM Empire. Anyways, we are back with another Gimle class battleship battle, an unofficial battle, unofficial battle, not official, but fun stuff nonetheless. And today we are going to check out a beautiful little airship. I'm just disturbed that these are medium hatches. They cost 400 materials each, and I understand you can't just add them as decos, but that's an expensive decoration, my dear lieutenant. Anyways, this is the Rote Kapelle, or the Rote Kapelle, which is then so here we have decos that are not attached. Well, we have some cosmetic things there we could complain about, but we will not. We will instead test this against the Gimle class Mark 3 beta, as requested by our lieutenant in the army of GMODISM, Vincent Veritas. Oh, I recognize that part. We have some turrets, turrets that is I built before. If you're wondering, by the way, if you want to get cool stuff, yeah. Anyways, if you want to get the files, like the turrets and the prefabs and all of the files, you know, I have a lot of files. You can of course copy them yourself from the ships that are uploaded to the Steam Workshop. But if you want to get my downloadable file with a lot of, like, all my From the Depth assets, it's either in the government of GMODISM or in the commissioned officers in the army of GMODISM. You should be. The government of GMODISM, we should say big thanks to Chancellor Superdave. And as for the commissioned officers, I will say big thanks to Admiral Dragon X62, Commodore the All-Around Gamer, Commander Ben Wilkie, Delphine Sven van der Velde, and Ali, and Lieutenants Anto, Cravey, Flars Dagan, Danisakin, Owen, Parbag Reed, Vincent Veritas, Volkite, Rick Brill, and Scooby Rocks, and all our cadets as well. All of the commissioned officers and the government officials have access to the files. That's what I wanted to say. We should now get in and check this out a little bit. See what it packs. We have a laser here. All right, we got a laser system, a laser turret with built-in detection and stuff. This goes down. So in the innards here, oh wow, 100k. That's a serious Q0 laser. It's a continuous laser. Extremely. Here we have a sandblaster. This is the 67mm SA Fort, and it uses a sabot solid warhead. That's the stock shell. And as for here, we have a Vigoletta Marksman 7, I think it is, which uses sharp sand. Okay. Beautiful. I think that's... Wait, what? Here have sharp sand, beach sand, sabot head. Let me check this out. Sabot, solid, visible tracer. Okay. Beach sand. Right. And then we have sharp sand. What is that then? Sabot head, sabot warhead body. Okay. That must be Vincent Veritas, who has been very funny. I don't think I'm that funny. Cool stuff. And if we check out the loadout, so it's basically a sandblaster build with laser for backing it up. It's max health, 100 firepower. Oh, it's actually a missile build mainly. This is actually mainly a missile launcher. For the official battles, I think we did not allow small missile spam. So we have incendiary, okay, with regulators. They survive 20 seconds. I wonder if they'll reach the Gimle or not. Cool stuff. Well, let's get into battle and see how it combats. But before that, I actually want to check out the armor a little bit on it. So, and that's end key for you who are new into the game. This is like a solid brick. Oh wow, that's a lot. Oh wow, okay. That's insane amount of surge protectors. Seem to be insulated though, so we wouldn't need that many surge protectors, but better safe than sorry though if you meet an EMP nuke. It's like a solid brick here. Okay, I bet it's evasive too. Well, let's get into battle. Here we are in the battle, and we spawned the Rote Kapelle at a random-ish altitude. Perhaps a little bit higher than it prefers. Oh, that is a golden. Whoops. Look at that. The Imperial GMODISM, the Unified Armed Forces Gimle Class Mark 3, is engaging the extremely laggy swarm of small missiles. That's so many. That is so many. Oh my. They are radar guided, so all of them basically go for the decoy. Oh, bam. It's like starting 1 million fires. Look at that. That's so much. The fire. It's burning. Wow, okay. The Rote Kapelle is going to the Gimle class's weak side, and it's targeting the AI right away. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this? It is. Okay. I think it actually locked onto one of the turrets, probably. That's so many. On the cram cannons, it's probably cluster targeted there, so it just kept the same position and just burned through this layer here. 100,000 engine power laser. That's no joke. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty extreme, and the arquebalistas don't really turn very much. They are being quite limited in their turning. Yeah, it's really not meant to fight on the weak side. Oh, I should remove that. The Gimle Mk3 now finally turns the thruster pods the right way when it's going backwards, but I don't think it's able to turn / back off fast enough for this. The Rote Kapelle is at 98% of health, so I haven't really investigated that, honestly. We shall need to investigate. So many missiles. They seem to be able to reach at this distance. And we're just so off. And they will, yeah, they'll it's kind of evasive, so it just detonates far off. And these are some pretty heavy. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about the big turret underneath. It's an airship with that. And the sandblasters on top here. They are sure sandblasting away. When the trails are removed, it's kind of hard to see the damage they apply. But you can see here that basically, oh no, sorry. Right. Basically, the sands are coming in here and damaging about the same areas as the laser. So they really add to that. You can see now we are auto-degraded. You can see the sands are really coming in here. And since fire kind of really lowers the AP value of blocks, it's a really good combo to combine Sandblaster with laser like this. Gimle class is at 90%. It looks like Lieutenant Vincent Veritas Rote Kapelle is doing good work. Look at that. All of those small missiles. And this is kind of why we want to allow small missiles in tournaments, because when we use them to this extent, it will affect the FPS a little bit. It's a really cool way to just spread out a lot of missiles. 1,000 needles. The first battleship we made, proper try on a battleship, the Killer Baby Seal, also known as, do you remember it? The Draconia. It used a similar VLM missile system. I don't know. Maybe it's the same with a new loadout. I have no idea. But it's a really cool way to make a, like, it used frag because it was in 4 incendiary really was existed. But that was quite useful, like 1,000 needles. Doing small damage. And we have a beautiful little, I guess this is the Rote Kapelle mascot. Look at that. Lieutenant Vincent Veritas has certainly delivered a deadly ship here. So I think the Gimle class is gonna lose the first round here. It's also like the Rote Kapelle managed to get on the Gimle class weak side, which is really bad news for the Gimle. Well, can you like, thank you. That's so much. And when you have radar damage like this, you really spread it out over a large area, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit random where they hit, where they lock on. So you get a kind of natural spread, which is a pretty cool way to deal damage, if you ask me. It's pretty effective. Especially against a weak side like this one-sider type of build. And the extreme laser and evasiveness really makes it a strong combatant that's very hard to hit. But I mean, the bulk of the damage, realistically, is being performed by those small missiles. This eternal barrage of fire damage, yeah, that's some pretty extreme stuff. The Gimle's lasers are trying to burn something here, but they managed to take the Rote Kapelle down to like 5%, but not more than that. And it actually looks like the extreme LAM system is targeting the secondary sandblasters, so they're even shooting at super small stuff. Oh, that's like a clamshell, but it exploded a little bit too far from it. Wow. The Gimle looks so hollowed out. We'll have to check it out there. It's 71%. You can clearly see here that basically all of the wooden blocks have already burnt away. And what remains is the metal skeleton. This is like realistic fire damage. Look at that. Look at that. It looks pretty crazy. And it's like connected by 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's like 4 blocks. At 2 different places. Poor thing. It spawned in the deep water guards colors, by the way. We have passed the funny number. We're now 66%. Rote Kapelle is at 94. Well, it looks like the Rote Kapelle is gonna take home the first round at least. We'll see how it manages in the next round, if it was just luck or if this is a superior combat strategy. We don't know. Getting on the Gimle's weak side is like guaranteed win. I wonder if that's by design or if that was luck. I guess we'll see in the next round. With a 50% chance of it choosing another side, you know. Never know. 63%. The Gimle class is like a few percentages from despawning, 58%, and it's still fighting. It's still firing. Isn't that crazy? It's still trying. Well, I'll be back if the results would change, but yeah, next round otherwise. Round 2, here we go. Rote Kapelle in the sky. Now the big swarm of small missiles is coming in here. Now it is, you know, the Gimle rules would forbid small missile spamming. So the Gimle's Seawiz system, like the thing that is not missiles, what is it? Diff Seawiz? I don't know. The Diff Seawiz. The Diff Seawiz is set up to not shoot at things that are so small, like small missiles. I'm not sure if the lambs will target them either. It looks like they are. But we are basically not able to use any of the Diff Seawiz here to combat this situation. And it really looks like the Rote Kapelle was lucky to get on Gimle's weak side last battle, because now it is on the Gimle's strong side, which mixes things up a little bit. It means we have more firepower to our disposal. The new turret, the Rombler, is participating in the sand blasting. And yeah, we'll see though. Our lieutenant has definitely put together a strong design. It's in the lead, but only by 2% as for now. We shall see how this develops. The Gimle's laser is not a joke either, but it looks like a joke compared to the Rote Kapelle, because this thing is that be some serious lasers. And yet the missiles is actually the thing we should fear. It's just hard to fear tiny needles raining from the sky. It's just so many of them, you know. This time, by the way, we spawned in the Gimle class in the Onyx Watch colors. You'll see the Gimle in different aesthetics this time. 94 versus 98. It's going pretty slow for the... Oh no, look at the tip of the Vigoletta Marksman 5 rail assisted. It's burning. It stopped burning. Wow. I guess the next missile barrage will come any second. The lamps are really like targeting sandblasting shells too. That is quite unusual. It's just going up and down like this. It's very evasive. This has to be some cool breadboard thing. 97 versus 93 percentages. Well, it's going better this time for the Gimle class, obviously, with its weak side not being directly exposed, but it's soon closing in on the weak side. So that is bad news for the Gimle class. It has enjoyed protecting itself for a while, but now the first couple of turrets are out of range. Or rather, field of view, we should say. I think it's desperately trying to keep its angle and its distance to the Rote Kapelle. It really feels like a laser fight until now, I suppose, because now this is a EMP frag, right? The missiles are raining in. Gimle class is at 89 percentages. Where the Rote Kapelle is at 69. No, I mean 96. What am I saying? Waiting for the funny number, is that so? Oh yeah, okay. The pack should at least hit something. I wonder if we have energy issues again, because I haven't seen it fire for a while. Oh no, we're kind of getting out of field of view. And the Arquebalista Indomitus... Oh, it hit something. The Arquebalista Indomitus hit something. That is blocks. I actually thought it missed. Oh yeah. It's doing something all right. Wow. Is it starting to go a bit low, or is it just me? Whoa. Whoa. The Rote Kapelle is going down. It's a thruster craft and it's dependent on jet engines. It seems to not have a backup system to get out of the water. Despite being 92 percentages in health, it's sinking. My ladies and gentlemen, the Gimle class battleship Mark III Beta is defending its honor in the second battle. Lieutenant of the Army of GMODISM Vincent Veritas sent the Rote Kapelle to hone the Gimle's abilities, but it seems that we have a issue here. It sinks. You know, one thing we can do is adding propellers, water propellers, just a few of them, to help it get out of the water. The best thing is probably to use, you know, the not spin block, the like propeller, because that works in water and in air. Okay, but the Rote Kapelle loses this second battle, being disqualified for sinking. Well, that was very unexpected. Gimle class's 82 percentages somehow managed to survive. I guess the Arquebalista Indomitus shot out some vital stuff and it just sunk then. It will be up to the third battle then. Wow, good job, Lieutenant Vincent Veritas. But we'll see if the Rote Kapelle can beat the Gimle class Mk3 beta in the third battle then. Well, it all will be decided in the third battle, and this is worrying. Okay, the missiles actually despawned, because that was when you spawned in, like, holy shit. Well, let's start the battle. The Arquebalista Indomituses, they are kind of set on a timed fuse, so that they will gain reasonable, like, knowledge of where the enemy is before firing the first rounds, because otherwise the first round always misses. And we can actually switch to slow motion mode. Was that slow motion mode? Holy shit. They're always faster than I realize. Oh look, isn't that cute? Do we have any more Arquebalista shells coming in here, or did we already shoot them? What's that? That's too slow to be an Arquebalista shell. That's the shield killer shell. That's the Fang shield killer variant. And the lambs are taking on it, making it release those tiny frags. And these red little tracer rounds, that is Sabo. Oh yeah, that's the that is the sandblaster, right? I'm gonna speed up the time here. I wanna see where these are landing. Oh, they're gonna be so off. And these diff rods with frag gonna be pretty off too. Oh yeah, okay. Well, have a nice life, I guess. Right, so we are back in full speed, watching the battle as the battle should be watched. Oh, bam! What was that? That is. Let me think here. That's the Fort SA. That's the Fort SA, right? No, I was wrong. I guess. No. Yeah. Of course. It's the Vigolettas. They have the 2-meter outloaders. I should have known that. Can't even talk about my own turrets. I don't even know my own turrets apparently. To be fair, I have newer models now. Always. But the old models come handy more often than you'd think. It's nice. We are now on Gimle's weak side. Oh my. Oh no. Okay, this battle is... Oh, look at that. It's a very sad day for the Gimle class. I think the Rote Kapelle manages to get to Gimle's weak side, and I think it will defeat her. The Gimle, I think she's gonna go down under the sea here, since the Rote Kapelle got to Gimle's weak side. Man, if Lieutenant Veritas can make this work and move to the Gimle's weak side every time, it's like a guaranteed battle. It's like a guaranteed win each time. Okay. The crams are like doing something, but man, the crams, come on. They're not hitting. We have one laser still trying, but it's like on fire and being bombarded by EMP and stuff. Well, we'll see if the Gimle class manages to land like the stray shot that just sinks the Rote Kapelle. Because then it can survive. But it really hangs on that luck. It's a lot of luck involved here. And these cross-sectional shields are like basically set up. They could probably deflect a shell if they're lucky. Oh. Aww. That was a decoy cram though. Wouldn't have mattered. Now a real cram comes in here, I think. Well, I don't know, but it was too far off anyways. Gimle class is still at 91% just somehow. The lead is only slight. We can expect that to be more than slight very soon though, but yeah. Oh, the crams aren't hitting, but the packs are, obviously. 88% and counting down. Look at this swarm. Just flying down here all over the place. Radar, radar, radar. The first little batch is really neatly avoided using the rotating decoy, but it's so many of them and so small. Like the decoy is mainly for like large radar guided missiles because they tend to kinda miss in its entirety. Look at that. $86 versus 93. We're still at the Gimle's weak side, so we really have suboptimal firepower. Got a few cram cannons and lasers, but you know, I don't think we can grind it down that much. Well, we'll see. Oh, the Gimle poster is gone too. There is a Gimle poster inside of here usually. Self-hosted on GMODISM.com. If you haven't visited GMODISM.com, you should totally do that. On GMODISM.com, you'll find not only all the content, but extra resources, some, you know, free downloadables like cool background screens, like the imagery we use in game, some build help imagery you can project yourself as well, and all sorts of cool stuff. So go to gmodism.com and browse around. It's a crazy website too. I designed it myself. You've never seen that type of website design anywhere else because, you know, I think I invented it, or if I got inspired from something, I forgot where it was. So I think, at least, it's my own creation. The entire GMODISM.com website is like consisted of not the traditional navigation scheme, but it's like consisted of tiles you click on and they kind of flip and stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Or annoying, I don't know. You decide. Go there just go there. If you haven't already. Gimle class is down to 80%. I was hoping it would get back a little bit more firepower. We are now on Gimle's strong side. So there is a good possibility that the arqueballistas do some scary stuff here. My ladies and gentlemen. We will be slowing down time and see if the arqueballista Indomitus... We can't shoot down that, right? Bam, that's a big hollow point. Did we not have another one? Maybe that already went through. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the poor Rote Kapelle. Rote Kapelle is starting to have issues keeping itself upright. Thus, its evasive maneuvers are lowered. the Gimle's strong side is into view, which means that the arqueballistas have a chance of hitting it. And oh, bam, the cram cannons, even the cram cannons hit. Looks like the Rote Kapelle is having issues keeping itself at a stable altitude. It certainly seemed to have issues modulating here. What? What? Oh no! Oh no, look at that. That is... the Gimle doesn't use any small missiles. It looks like one of the missile launcher's friend or foe unit has been shot out, because some of the missiles is going back and targeting the Rote Kapelle. There goes the second Vigoletta marksman. Wow. 76% versus 80. Now the Gimle Mk3 beta uses its laser area detonated fuses for those wide frag crams, and they really start to hurt here. They are actually pretty useful now. Those stray fragments, they fly under the Rote Kapelle and like shoot out ducts. 7-meter heavy armor, metal ducts. They are scary. Oh, bam. I think that was the arqueballista, no? So we're going low. We are going low. Oh, bam. We are tilting. More missiles come back from the Rote Kapelle and fire at itself. Must be one of the identify friend or foe units that have been targeted there. But the Rote Kapelle is still in the lead by like 10%, more than 10%. So yeah, like the battle isn't over, but the second this thing hits water, if it does, it's gonna be pretty game over. The Gimle is not looking great though. It looks like we don't have any superstructure anymore. Oh no, it's going down, it's going down. More of its own missiles are targeting it. The lasers are really digging in here. Shooting at some ammo compartments. We are riding low. That cram seems to be pretty well aimed, my ladies and gentlemen. Well, not very, but it took out some blocks. Oh, we're decreasing altitude. The Gimle is at 68% though. Oh, and as the Gimle just escaped the funny number, the Rote Kapelle is sinking. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been foretold, or have it? It has been foretold by the ecclesiarchy of GMODISM, who probably saw this in early access. But it has been foretold. The Gimle class Mk3 beta manages to defeat the Rote Kapelle. Maybe is it luck? Maybe is it some design issues that could be corrected? Who knows? The Rote Kapelle is dying here with penalty points due to low altitude at a pretty reasonable health. That was really close. The Rote Kapelle could really have won the battle, and perhaps the Rote Kapelle will win against the Gimle Mk1. I don't know, but the Mk3 beta is defeating it in this battle at least. Very cool battle, and I will just say big thanks to Lieutenant Vincent Veritas for supporting the channel for several years. Big thanks for that, and it was fun to check out the Rote Kapelle. It did deliver a really fun and even battle. In any case, your host Eric is signing out, and you'll see your Admiral in future videos. Go and check out the GMODISM channel too, and the Relaxism channel while you're at it. Yeah, don't wait around here. Click on them. Click on them now. You haven't clicked on them yet. I know that because you're listening to me. Click on GMODISM and Relaxism and see what you find, okay? You haven't done that yet, do it. Okay. Or not. You can also just not.